Hello everyone, this is KJ. Welcome back to Subsistence Season 3. It's a pearl diving day. Before we do that, we need to fix our pants. I need 4 cloth. Doing okay on the cloth. We just got that, we got low that one time. And now it seems to be fine. We also need another pickaxe probably, although we never used that one at all, which is crazy. I made a bunch of arrows, and I'm also replacing some little bit of shotgun shells. Not that we need that for this. There's some rogues over here who are having fits, and they were having to shoot them up about 3 minutes ago. I'm not worried about them. The weather today is going to be yucky. There we go. It might clear up. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist. I'm not a meteorologist. Now, there was also a bear over there, and I don't see him now, but he might just be... Oh, there's a bear right there, though. Alright. Alright, let's check the plants. The doors are all closed. We've got our pickaxes. We need to fertilize, because we need this stuff quickly. These should be almost done. These are done. Good. Kind of went through that a little bit too fast. We've got a whole bunch of rabbit manure, though. There we go. I feel like we'll go ahead and do this. We need to get these pipes connected too, because that'll make it easier in the wintertime. Yeah. Oh, there's an ammo bag right there. Maybe I'll just go get that too. Alright, there's a good amount of tomatoes. We're a little thirsty. It doesn't really help. Where was it? There it is. Okay, hopefully the weather will clear up a little bit. Hopefully the rogues won't be still alive and or fishing. The one thing about this cove is there is a cove here, but it gets deep very quickly from here. There's another one. There's pearls. There we go. Off on our way now. We might get, mostly sandstone, but that's the way it usually is, because there's, 4 sandstone. There's only 1 pearl. Well, you hope that there's 4 sandstone. That one was 4. Let's see if I can figure out where that bear went. He's up the hill now. He's good. Good deal. I don't actually enjoy this. You know, you can you can get everything except for sandstone. What are you? Oh, the hidden bear. The hidden bear that always kills you. At any rate, you can get everything but sandstone and pearls from drills, and I kind of feel like sandstone is really no different than iron or, well, I mean, zinc is a rare metal, right? And copper is something that has to be smelted, but has a byproduct. And it's not the only thing. Zinc also has a byproduct. So if you're going to take iron, zinc, and copper just as they're most basic, like just directly right off the top of the ground, and smelt them into fragments. But sandstone, which is much, much easier to obtain in the real world, what is that thing? Is it just a rock? Okay. Sandstone is something you can pick up off the ground in the real world. It's weird that you have to fight so hard for that, but for the things that you actually have to smelt and separate from other elements in order to get to it, you can just get them off the ground with a pickaxe and throw them in a refinery and use them. I find that odd. Maybe, sandstone isn't that easy. You need, wedges and whatever, picks and whatever, But iron is definitely not on the list of things that you can just walk along the ground and pick up. Seems like the Iron Age would have come first if that were true. But it didn't. We had the Bronze Age first. I still want spears too. I still want a throwing weapon. I think we should start with spears and then work our way up to the bow. And then guns. Although I gotta be honest, the shotgun is the first thing I make. Except in co-op, of course. The first thing I make in co-op is the handgun. I think we're doing okay. I don't see a lot of, huge places where there isn't anything. But the reason why I don't do this very often is because I don't enjoy it. And doing that first season roof on Center Pond kind of ruined it for me. Like, what I had, I made the best of it by challenging myself to get as much as I possibly could. I think my maximum was 147 sandstone in one dive, which, we've had an airplane crash, of course, which is amazing, 147 sandstone. That's a North Lake thing. If you want to get that much, you're definitely going to need the North Lake for that. We'll go up on the island, I think, and see where the plane crash is. Try to work out if we want to do anything about it. And first I have to check the shore to see if I can get to that stuff right there. Up, periscope. seems pretty clear. I don't see anything. We've had a plane crash. It doesn't matter where you are on the map. You can be in the lava caves under heavy fire. You know, with the lava rogues, whatever they're called, shooting shotguns at you, and you can definitely hear an airplane crash from there. I am a witness to that. Alright, let's go back over here. We'll go over to the island and take a look at the map. It's a good thing that the rainstorm doesn't put the airplane fire out. But then rain wouldn't put an airplane fire out, would it? It'd be hard pressed to put out that kind of fire. I am gathering the kelp this time because I'm not gonna. Well, I say it now, but and I have done the dive under the ice, but I gotta tell you, it is very horrifying. Like the feeling of it is terrible. It's definitely doable, and if you don't have that extraordinary dislike of the idea of drowning. Then it's not so bad. But I just feel like I'm not going to make it, you know. I'm concerned about my axe. The one time that I did do it, I took a brand new axe with me. But I think that's season 1, I think on that, the situation with that is that, oh, there's more. We did a lot of ice fishing that year. And so I went through several axes. I don't know if we're going to need a second pickaxe. This one's holding up. I mean, we will need to replace it, but this one's holding up pretty good. Lots of pearls. It's really nice. I probably, since we have a revenge attacks on, I probably will end up having to refine some of that sandstone. We have a ton of it. We have like an immense amount of it because the rogues and the hunters like to give you sandstone for whatever reason. Hope there isn't any animals on the island. I guess we'll know in a minute. Well, we passed the island. That was my goofy fault. We're on Chabot Point. I missed the island by that many. I come out of the water and I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't look anything at all like what I thought it was going to look like. I always do the parts I don't think the plane will be at first. Oh, we still haven't done the West Lake. There it is, right at the top of Snake River. Oh, hello. Let's try to stay away from Charlie. I definitely do not want to deal with Charlie tomorrow. He's just like out in the middle of the day. He's like, I'm going fishing, man. Probably there was an argument at the house, you know. It's like a fraternity house. The boys are like, you know, snapping at each other. Weather's been bad. They've been stuck inside. Dude's like, you know what? You guys deal with it. I'm going fishing. And we got to go all the way back to the island because I completely missed it. Up. Yeah. You always get stuck. Body parts that you can't even see in first person. You look down, you're like, I have no feet. How did my feet get stuck? That picture of the deer that I published in, I believe I published it in Annie's Discord, that deer was stuck on me. He was stuck to me. And it was fine until I went into third person to take a picture of me and the deer together. And then the deer wasn't stuck anymore because apparently third person is a different location. Just enough that the deer was able to get away, you know. I have now 3 times since I started playing this game actually taken a deer out with a shotgun because it was running from something else and ran past me. And I had the presence of mind to use a shotgun. Somewhat dangerous, I suppose, depending on what's chasing the deer, you know. How are we doing? 4 tanks left. I think I was taking like 15 tanks with me. A couple of times I took 18 tanks. That's North Lake. North Lake is much, much bigger. And it's in 2 big sections. And you can really do a lot because there's so many more nooks and crannies and things. Let's go up to the island and let this respawn. There's no D in that word at all. I don't see anything. Not that a bow would help in that situation. Yeah, I don't see any animals. I told you about the time that I was actually a hardcore run, and I thought, oh man, I'm not going to be safe anywhere because I don't have enough nails to build anything. So I came out here and then didn't have enough scrap to make a fishing pole. But there was so much scrap on the island that I was able to make a fishing pole. It was pretty crazy. All right. Let's take a look at that airplane crash and see if I can do anything with it. It is at the top. We can stand here and fire down on them. That's pretty steep. They'd have to run all the way around, which gives me plenty of time. We haven't had any problem at all taking the pilots, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, if we come up over here at Lion King and we go up the hill and around, we should be able to attack them from there. Wasn't really looking forward to doing that. I feel like the airplane thing. Which way am I facing? There we go. I feel like the airplane thing is always an interference in my day. Like I'll have a plan. We don't have any choice. It has to be tomorrow. You know, it's like it won't be there the next day. So you don't have any choice. If you're going to do the plane, you have to do it. You know, you can't waffle about. So I don't know what kind of loot I would be expecting from them, although I have found a cotton seed in their stuff once before. And, I mean, there's always the possibility of circuit boards and lockpicks. That's always cool. But honestly, if a lockpick is the best thing that the airplane is offering me, it's a lot cheaper to just make a lockpick than to go fight pilots and take an airplane. You know? A lot cheaper. So it's kind of nuts to think of it that way. But circuit boards take some effort. And finding a circuit board on an airplane is definitely useful. I don't know if it's worth all of the ammo, but so far we use the ammo that they gave us anyway. It's just the first fight that costs the most. And then generally they give you the ammo to fight them from then on out. We definitely have the ammo to fight them. Doing pretty good. Just have 3 tanks left. I think we're getting a good amount of kelp. Like, I can't imagine running out of antidote, but it's a good idea to have some kelp around. I still have to go find a liver. I've been burning all the liver for mats, and some of the steak as well. I don't remember. I don't know exactly where we are, so I don't know where that bear was, but I don't see his hit point bar. Still move away from the shore a little bit. The base is right there, 173. Look at all of this. Nice. This stuff respawns really rapidly. We definitely started here, so this is definitely all respawn. That's why I always took so many tanks with me when I was doing the sandstone dive, because, you know, 8 tanks you run out of right as everything is starting to respawn. Alright, let's get out of here. I think there's sandstone up there, but I can't quite see. There's a perfectly good way to spend a crappy weather day. I guess we better check our vest too. See how that's doing. There's some sandstone. I don't need all this sandstone, but I guess if you take it all, you know, you get a better return. How much is it? Oh my god. Almost 100. Almost 100 sandstone. Like 70. Oh, here's a pearl. Oh, I'm glad I came up here. Tank and a half left. I'm not gonna go get all that, I guess. Oh, I am gonna go get that if it's clear. I don't see the bear. I don't know where the bear went. As long as he's not in front of me, that's all that really matters. There's a wolf over there. Oh, that was potassium I picked up. It's funny. Pretty hungry. Oh, there's the bear. The wolf is in the way. Alright. We are pretty hungry. How much zinc did we get? 14. That's not bad. Alright. Pearls. We got 29. Pretty good. We're up to 42. I've got a tank and a half left. Oops. Put that there. Put that there. 35 kelp. That makes our 36. Actually, makes that 51. Big meal. Very cool. Get a hit point every time you do that. And let's see, a little bit of that and that. And those things. 69 sandstone, bringing us to 167. Yeah, we're down to 21 glass. And the problem, of course, is that we're having to fix windows. Like that one. I missed that one. Need a new hammer. We lost a window. I'm still finding damage. That's so crazy. There we go. And that. And that's gonna burn. And the fire went out. Because I forgot to check it. Gosh darn it. Now I need to make fire starters. Oops. Oops. What am I doing? There we go. There we go. Not 17, it's 13. Oh, okay. No, that's not where the stuff is anymore. It's probably in the stove, you goofball. Yeah, it is. God. Oh boy. There's a point at which I'm just making myself crazy now. 285. That's pretty good. Okay, we did good. We did good. We've got 42 pearls. These take 2 pearls each. That's pretty good. We have no power. I'm going to turn them all on because it's been raining all day long. We've got 6. Definitely need the rifle rounds. I always end up carrying too much stuff, you know what I mean? Somebody snuffle up a scene around my base. It's a bar. Oops, I missed one. Alright, here we go. Oh yeah. The weapons are in terrible condition. My vest is okay. What was the other part of that? That's all over there. I'm just going to go ahead and fix it just because I can. And what does that take? 1 cordage. I may as well. It might take a lot of damage, but it's better to just go ahead and fix it and then fix it again, I guess. The bear is determined. Alright, let's see if it's after midnight. Can we possibly take a direct route? Oh god, there's rogues right there. Okay, so negative on going all the way to Lion King. God, I'm glad that it started. I saw that before it started raining because poof, their fire went out. Oh wait, did they just move to there? Okay, so if we come up just past the caves where the lithium is that where that's at? Yeah, just past the caves where the lithium is. If we go around those and come up the mountain, we should be able to traverse over to here fairly safely. We just need to get past that one cougar, and then we should be golden. We definitely need. Oops. We definitely need another pickaxe though, because that one's not going to make it. All right, Bareface, go ahead, do your thing. All right, you guys. I want to thank you all so very much for coming along. I do hope that you have a lovely evening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.